Well, hello and welcome back to Greg's Game Room. Now, as you probably know, I've been doing a lot of modifications to my arcade 1-up machine, and those modifications have really been inspired by three people. One of them is ETA Prime, who kind of gave me the idea that I could include a Raspberry Pi in this system and upgrade the controls and everything, so definitely check out his channel. Another person I would like to shout out is Glenn I'm sorry, man. I can't pronounce your name right. Glenn, I'll put it down on the screen below. Planamento, who I watched a couple of his videos, and he kind of directed me to this Facebook group called the Official Arcade 1-Up Fan Group, and I've learned a lot by being a part of this group. And then another person who I've learned a lot from is my buddy Ralph Ronzio. And of course he has a YouTube channel called Retro Ralph where he does a lot of modifications. So yeah, thanks a lot you guys. You've been an inspiration to me and it's really been very helpful watching you guys make your modifications to help me kind of make my own modifications, so thanks again. So with all that in mind, I've been watching a lot of these videos about modifications. What I've done is compiled a list of 15 modifications that I think have been really cool. So probably the easiest thing that you could do to modify your system to make it really pop out would be to add some tape to it. Now this is electrical tape and it's not exactly the right size. What you're going to want to get would be 1/2 inch wide vinyl tape, and you can get that in a variety of colors. I've seen people modify them with red or green or blue or white or sometimes even silver. That's a very easy modification, and I really think that it makes your arcade 1-up system pop. Alright, another easy one that you can do is to add some LED lights to the back of your arcade 1-up system. I think it really makes the system look much more beautiful just having these lights shine from back behind. It just gives it that aura of coolness. A lot of these LED lights you can get for cheap. I got mine for like $5 at Walmart. I think it adds a really neat bit of ambiance to the back of your system. Another super simple thing that you can do to upgrade your system is to replace your ball top joysticks with the bat top style of joysticks. I kind of prefer the bat top joysticks myself, and the joysticks that I got from my modification are ball type. I may switch those out at some point. Another super simple thing that you can do would be to add a shelf on the inside of your arcade 1-up system, and the way that they've designed it, some of these supports line up perfectly for you to put a shelf right on top of it to give yourself a little bit more room inside of there. I think it's really cool to be able to have almost like a bookshelf in there. And another cool upgrade that I saw was by a person named Charles Fincher, who suggested that you use these special washers to really make the mounting screws on your arcade 1-up system really pop out. And I did it on mine and I think it looks beautiful. So thanks a lot, Charles. All right, let's move into more of the medium difficulty upgrades that I've seen. One of them is a marquee light, and I saw a YouTuber by the name of Redneck Gamer who did a pretty simple marquee light by using some metal track and some LED lights. Of course, if you want to do a marquee light that's a little bit more complex, there's another YouTuber by the name of Jet Set who took the two pieces of plexiglass, sandwiched it around a printed out marquee, and then he used some metal behind it to make it more reflective, and I think it looks really beautiful. And then there was another marquee light modification by Daniel Maher, and I think that was another really good one. So hats off to you guys for making some cool marquee lights and giving me a couple of ideas for my arcade 1-up. Okay, so another fairly easy upgrade that you can do, if you don't like the side art that's on your system, you can go to a website called arcadegraphics.com and get some replacement side art. There was another website called Modfather Pinball that also has some arcade upgrade graphics. Of course, it would involve disassembling the arcade 1-up and applying these graphics. It's not going to be super difficult to do. Of course, the arcade graphics people have kick plate, riser graphic replacements, marquee replacements, control deck replacements, of course the side art graphics. So basically you can change your system to look like any other system that you want. Now this next modification kind of falls in between the medium and complex, and that is having a coin door added to the front. Now the simplest thing that you could do here would be to get like a sticker and put it on, make it look like an arcade door, but it doesn't quite give you that same feeling of an actual genuine arcade door. And if you want to do something like that, I saw somebody by the name of Mark Tomlin who created a 3D printed arcade door. Retro Ralph did one where he added it to his arcade 1-up system. It looks authentic. And then ETA Prime did one where he created a true coin door where I think it actually works and everything. If you want to go from easy to medium to complex with this coin door, you can do pretty much anything you want. Alright, so the next cool thing that I've seen, and a lot of people are doing this, is replacing the controls in the arcade 1-up system. Now, I've seen so many different people do some really cool button upgrades. They light up, or they do a trackball that lights up. There's just so many really cool ones out there. So then getting into speakers, that's another thing that you can upgrade, and I've seen a couple people add some really cool speaker systems to their arcade 1-up systems, either on the back or underneath the front. Now, kind of getting back into the lighting of the system, a fellow by the name of Bruce Yager actually modified his riser so that it has lights that emanate out from it. Looks like he used a bit of plexiglass there to have the light come through the front of it. Love that Atari logo, it's amazing. Now here's a mod by a person named Colsteveaustin on Reddit who actually added a refrigerator to the bottom of his arcade 1-up system. That looks so awesome, man. I gotta do something like that too. Or at least just get a refrigerator in here somewhere. Now how about a couple of mods that are basically everything jammed in together at once. Starting with the Super Smash Bros. Total Conversion by Christoper Gaizat. I hope I pronounced that right. But yeah, this is a beautiful mod where he has like changed the entire graphics of the outside of it to be Super Smash Brothers, changed out the controls, added speakers, added stuff inside all over, and put the Switch dock on the side of it. That's an incredible mod, man. Great job. And another great full conversion mod was by Retro Ralph, who converted one of his arcade 1-up systems completely into a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles using like the graphics and you know, the control panel and the buttons and it was just fantastic mod, man. It looks really great. And lastly is a mod by Dave Helmick. This one just blew me away of all the cool stuff that he added into this system. I'm just gonna let it speak for itself. Alright, well there you go. There's a bunch of mods that I think are really cool and things that, I mean, you could do to upgrade your system. Some of them easy, some of them, you know, kind of not so easy, some of them very complex. I hope that some of these will inspire you to upgrade your arcade 1-up system. And if you enjoyed this video or got something out of it, please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.